Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Stock Anime Robin. In this video, I'll be unboxing and reviewing the soul of Chogokin Choryujin from the King of Braves Galgaiga, the animated series. And this set is manufactured by Bandai Tamashii Nation. Before we take the figures out, let's take a look at the details shown on this box. Choryujin, it means Super Dragon God, and it's actually combined from two robots, Hiryu and Enru. Hiryu means Ice Dragon, or as we say in Chinese, Binglong, and Enru means Fire Dragon. In Chinese, we call it Yanlong. And their combination is an interesting style called symmetrical docking. And as you can probably see from Choryujin's form, this and how the Enron and Hiryu, they are like twins in form, just different color. So their combination, the symmetrical docking, is basically them turning into again the symmetric form, and then put together. And this set is also equipped with eraser head. This is like Choryujin's unique equipment. In the anime series, Choryujin, while it's a powerful combat robot, its specialty is still for rescue missions. So this eraser head is like it fires to dissipate destructive energies. And as you can see here, Enru changes from a construction with vehicle with crane, and Enru, ironically, its name for Fire Dragon, it actually turned into a firefighting vehicle that's supposed to put out fires. And in the anime series, they have technically a alternate mode that's like in between their robot and vehicle form, as you see in here. So this is basically a semi-transformed state that allows them to travel. And this form has never been available in any other toys or action figure made based on these characters, making this set the very first to have these features. Their individual weapons all shown here. And in the anime series, Hiryu and Enru, they both got this chest weapon. Enru's got chest thriller. Pardon my pronunciation, it should be thriller. So basically, it's like freezing weapons. It sends out cold air to freeze these things, while Enru, he fires his chest warmers, and he fires heat wave from his chest. And again, so this figure, the set in this figure apparently would emulate those details. So this would make this set not only great looking, that's a really highly detailed model after the anime series, but also to portray more details for the characters, again more than pretty much any figures or model kit ever released for these robots. And now let's get them out of the box. So inside this box we have plastic cases that has like maybe a lot of effect parts for the robot. And okay, so here we have foam that's covered by a board. Try. Okay, here we go. Inside the foam box, we have the figure itself, the eraser head, missile, and several other equipments which are undoubtedly used for the either transformation or combination for Anion and Hero to form Choryujin. Inside the box, we also have apparently the instruction manual for the set. Let's also check it out. So we have like the front page, some character bio, and these are basically retelling of what's already shown in the box. Again, more detailed explanation of the parts for Film and Anion. And the rest, these are all obviously the detailed instructions for their transformation. Apparently we also have a stand that's helped to steady Choryujin, which is probably necessary since he's gonna have to hold this big weapon for poses. And now I will begin by taking out the figure and put on the vehicle form to show everyone. And I will forego the step-by-step in which how I take out these figures and the from the plastic cases for their parts. However, I want to warn everybody whenever in collectibles, when they have parts and especially numerous parts enclosed in plastic cases like these, when you want to open up the first layer, you're gonna have to open very gently, because if you just kind of rip the cover off, then the force could send everything inside the case running. Especially in this set, you see there's like maybe 30 different pieces, and a lot of them are like small. There's different hands and different face parts, so that can, if these are sent flying, you'll have a lot hard time to get them back. And here we have the parts to set up Hugh in his vehicle form. And let's get started. The first part is easy. We have to open up the compartment down here. And then we just have to put this, which will become the arm of Choryujin, into this compartment here. Here we go. And now we go to back side here. Just lift this part up. Now this is actually the head of Choryujin. However, it's gonna be part of Hiryu before their combination. So first you twist the head the other way, and then you cover it up. So this will be like just a block and a part of Hiryu. And now you get the crank here. It has to kind of stay on here. See this hinge here? It has to go on here. So just push this part. Now you just have to slide this part over and then press that part here. So now it's on part of the crane now. And then you simply just have to put the crane onto the vehicle part. Main here to a hinge here. And there we have. And here we have pieces of Inyo that we need to set up his vehicle form. So similarly, we're gonna put this piece into the secret compartment. And this armor piece, it's actually shield of Inyo, and it's gonna be held on like here on the back of the fire truck mold. And here you want to stabilize this part. And finally, just have to put the crane up here. Now, they cannot do much in vehicle mode. Like most transformers who turn into cars, they basically can just roll. Although in the case of these two figures, one extra feature is that the crane can extend or change angles. And can like make up to 90-degree adjustments. Now let's change them to their robot modes. Now to change Hugh to his robot form, we begin by taking out the crane, and then we change his feet. The side of the vehicle becomes his back, and you pull the base of the crane down and turn it over like this. Now you pull this side down, come over here. You pull the chest down, and then the head materializes in case everyone wants to see it again. So it was like this, and now you pull it down, we have the head. Now you rotate this part down to become his shoulder and arms. And then you just open up this compartment to get his hand out. This might need a bit of tool because it's kind of in there tight. Here we go. And this is a removable hand, so be careful. But you can always just take it out first, close the compartment, and put the hand on. And do so again with the other hand. There we go. And here we have the last thing to do here is put the crane back on the back. That was originally the base of the crane. Now it goes back on the same spot. And here we have Hugh in his robot form. Now that we have Hugh in his robot form, we just need to apply the same steps we just did, and we'll see Enlil in his robot form. Now, before transforming Enlil, there's one correction in Hugh's transformation I want to make here. So there's one thing down at the feet, or actually legs, so it should be going. It should be slided down and then clink this way, and then its knee armor goes up. Same thing here, and now it's able to stand better. Now, before transforming Enlil, there's one transformation step that was missed here in Hugh. So it's in its knee. So we have to open it up and clank onto the second hole in the back here by sliding the knee down. And and then we flip up the knee armor, do the same to the other leg. And now you can stand much better. And now let's transform Inu. Here we go. Inu. Again, the transformation process is exactly the same as his twin Hugh, and the only difference is that this shield armor that we took out, that was attached to the back of his vehicle form, it's gonna be set on this hinge here on his back. Do it by flipping it down. So here we go, and then again you put the crane on his back. So now we have both Hiryu and Enyu in robot modes, and again they look identical in appearance with the difference of their primary color. There's another difference. Hiryu, who is Ice Dragon, he has the elemental symbol of like a frost ice crystal on top of his head. Well, Enyu has like a little sparking flame on top of his head to signify fire in his element. And now let's see what they can do in robot modes with the alternate parts. Now, the secret compartment you saw earlier that was storing one part, it was actually their weapons, their blasters. So you just have to kind of transform it into a blaster mode. Have to open this panel here. Now this is blaster for Hiryu. You do the same for Enyu. And again, transform this into a blaster mode by opening this panel here. Put the handle down. This handle is not like tightly attached, so be careful, otherwise it could just fall again. But just pull it down like you saw before, and then close it up. Now we got the blaster for Enyu. Now the blaster cannot work with the default hand because this is a solid fist. You cannot fit into that in there, so you have to use one of the alternate hands where you have like a holding spot, space there in this, and then put this on in there, and it's also kind of tight, so you have to be careful. There we go. And then we just detach this hand to put it on. And you just do the same thing for Anu. You can have him holding his gun. And another weapon accessible to them in their robot form are their chest panels, which again for Anu, you can open the chest here to release this chest warmer, which in the anime series just like release a powerful wave of heat, and Anu opens his chest filler in the opposite direction, and which of course releases freezing cold air instead. And we have another alternate hand parts for them to utilize, which will show him or them holding the panels. And now we have both of them with their chest panel open and both holding their guns. Now, in addition to the alternate hands to utilize weapons, they also have alternate face parts, which are unlike the default part where mouths are closed to show like emotionless faces. These have the mouth open, so it's like to give out expression of yelling or like getting more serious. And in order to apply these faces, we have to literally take out their heads and take out the face and put them back on. And now let me show you how they look after the faces are applied. And now first you literally take out the head, and now you just have to remove the face. Looks like this part you want to be careful, because if you pull too hard you could lose the face. You have to hold the body still too, otherwise it's hard to put the head back on. And there we go. This is how Hugh looks when he's like with this mouth open a little. And now I'm gonna put the yelling face on Inu. See, this is like how Inu would look if he's a little more serious. This might be a better or more fitting expression for you to utilize this chest warmer with. Now, there are actually totally two sets of those faces, so you can put any of those expression on either Hiyu and Anu anytime you want to. And now the last feature in their robot modes will be for them to transform like into this semi-vehicle form. I'm gonna forego this transformation process on screen, and I'll just show you guys how they look once they transform in this form. But essentially the legs are just reversing the transformation, and looks like there's gonna be a little effect piece utilized in the back to help them, maybe holding the gun or to help the back part stable. Before that, there's one more thing for Anyu's robot form. Gotta see the armor piece that we put on top of his fire truck mode and on his back before. It can be a shield for him in his robot mode. It's actually mirror shield. In the anime series, this shield is used to absorb energy attack and reflect it. And now let's see both Hugh and Anu in their semi-transform state. And now I'm gonna follow these steps to transform Hugh and Anu into their form so they can combine into Choryujin. And as you see, their guns will become the arms of Choryujin. And the cranes will become like baton-like weapon. So, and for simplicity's sake, I will forgo these steps on screen, and you will see how they look once the transformation and completion is completed. And also, their combination is called symmetrical docking. Again, this is exactly as its name suggests. It's because they transform into like identical halves over their combined form, and then they literally dock together for the combination, and then we'll end up with Choryujin here, and Inu's mirror shield will become his chest armor piece. And here we have all the pieces for putting Choryujin together, fully transformed, and now we just have to literally dock them together, and we have Choryujin. And here we go, Choryujin. Now, in this form, Choryujin is quite articulated. However, because of the heavy weight of diecast, some of these movements can be difficult. And if you're not careful, some of the parts can get loose. So you're going to move these very carefully. So arms can move. Hands can move. This knee joint and a little rotation around the side. So, and yeah, see, some of these parts can be unstable, so you have to be careful to work with. Now, this is only like the general form of Choryujin after you complete the initial combination. So in this form, Choryujin is only capable of some minor and basic articulation like the one you just saw. In order to really utilize Choryujin to the full effect and its full potential in this set, you have to utilize it with the enhanced effect parts. But even in this form, there's still some rotation and articulation in its side joints on there, so you can still put down some pose in its legs for posability and for displays. Now, in order to apply
the effect parts and to make Choryujin look cooler, you would have to first remove part of Hiryu and Enyo, that's Choryujin's torso. And now just have to replace it with this the effect part torso in the middle, you see. And now we're gonna have to piece all these parts together and apply these leg part in to cover up the legs, and then we'll have the new Choryujin completed. And now we have the effect parts applied to the legs. So now they look strong and cool. They are made so that they can completely be secure, cling onto each pieces, so they are tightly joined. So now again we just have to put all the pieces together to have the more completed Choryujin. Here we go. Now we have the real Choryujin with all the cool effect parts applied. Now, the real cool effect and benefits of adding these enhanced effect parts for the legs is that so the standing balance is increased. It's easier for this figure to stand. And these arms are more proportional for Choryujin's size, unlike the default arms, which are transformed from Hiryu and Enyo's guns. Those are a little smaller. And finally, with this torso, never mind, it helps a little more proportional looking for Choryujin. Now, though this articulation for the arms, whereas with the original default structure, you cannot move around the shoulders at all. So again, these enhances the articulation for Choryujin. And now with this enhanced balance, Choryujin can put on his doppelgang firing pose, one of his signature attack stance and form in the anime series. Now, these are the rest of effect parts from the set for Choryujin to utilize. So these three black pieces here, they form the stand that can hold Choryujin, so it helps with your display posability. And one part of the holding piece can be removed, so decrease the height of stand a little bit, so it helps probably with the knee movements for posability. And these two pieces in the middle here, they become handles for the cranes to become like baton weapons for Choryujin to hold. And the rest of other effect parts work together with eraser heads, so it can either be formed to look for Choryujin to carry on his back or hold on in the front with the alternate open effect hands to fire for the firing pose, I mean. And now I will show you how Choryujin look after those
effect parts are applied. So here we have Choryujin holding these baton weapons. With the display stand supporting him. And with the display stand supporting him like that, you can put on a lot of attacking poses without worry of falling. Another enhanced articulation from this effect torso part is that Choryujin can actually rotate around the waist, so with you holding, letting him holding the baton, you can actually just do a lot of spin attack kind of pose. And at one time in the anime series, Choryujin had to stop a disaster coming from the sky, but at the time he didn't have any tools to stop the said attack, and he had to improvise. And so what he did is he took out the metal shield that's his chest armor piece and put it on his crane to hold up in the air to try to block the attack. And this set allow you to recreate that pose and that movement from the anime series. So it's like a scene recreation effect here. Now, for setting the eraser head onto Choryujin's back, we have some support effect parts attached on, and also two support parts on the cranes. These two gray circular part, those are again for attaching the eraser onto Choryujin's back. And now, with these support parts, we have the eraser head attached onto Choryujin's back. Finally, we have Choryujin holding the eraser head, getting ready to fire. Now, the eraser head missile pod is actually removable, so if you want to emulate the effect of launching the missile or eraser head, you can actually do this here. However, the problem is that the support structure does not fit the missile pod effectively, therefore you can't really balance it. That's the only downside. But other than that, again, you can use this removable feature to recreate the missile firing scene from this anime series. Now, one last effect part to show from this scene are this pair of alternate hands, which Choryujin's hands are open. Now, well, you might be able to use those hands to do a lot kind of getting ready for the battle kind of stance. I think the easiest is you can use them to put them around the hips so that we have a confident looking pose here. Now that we have covered all the features available in this set, I believe it's safe to say this is definitely a great figure of Choryujin. And if you are a Transformer fans who love to have a collection that possess the feature of great forms or great really awesome looking as well as having all the transforming feature. You definitely should consider adding this to your list of collection. However, keep in mind, as you saw, there's a lot of parts including this set, and there's a lot of articulation and posability feature in this set. However, then with all those the traits, this set can be really complicated. For example, around the effect torso parts, while again it allows enhanced articulation and better looking, the part where it's attached to the lower part, where to the parts of Hinyu and Enyu, this isn't exactly stable. So if you ever want to hold Choryujin up while you applying the enhanced effect parts, those definitely only hold it by the lower half of the body. Do not pull it from the upper torso, otherwise this part will definitely fall down and you're gonna tear Choryujin in half. And beyond that, the complication will take you time to practice how to master you pose this set effectively. So do not expect just buy this and everything will work out very easy and nice. It takes time and patience to really figure out how to work the set. So if you think after hearing that this is too much for you to handle, and this is also very high price action figure, so again, if you are looking for a low budget and easy collection, you definitely do not consider this one. And again, if you are a collector who loves a transforming figure that can again change shape as well as a really great articulated feature, so I would definitely recommend this one. One last thing I want to show everyone is what the mirror shield or the Choryujin's chest armor shows us in this set. And this side of the armor piece, you see green and red. Now, all God fans would know that Choryujin has another brave robot brother, Goryujin, who is combined from Fyunryung and Ryryung. They are like also brother who looks like Hinyu and Enyu, and they can interconnect with Hiryu and Enyu to form new combinations, and in those combinations, the chest armor is required. So again, this color is proof to us that Goryujin is on its way to the Soul of Chogun lines. So which means you can, if you like Choryujin, you can also have another collection coming to work with this set, because in the new combinations, Enyu will combine with Fyunryung, and their colors are green and red. So these colors here proves that we're gonna have the new figure that utilize this armor piece as the chest armor for the alternate combination. This wraps up my review for this set. Thanks everyone for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click like and subscribe to my channel, and please check out other videos in my channel. If you have any question, please post them in the comment section. I will answer with the best of my ability.